everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome. I hope y'all got y'all's questions ready.
I bet they do.
I'm sure some of y'all got them written down, memorized. But yes, welcome. Let us know where y'all coming in from. What part of the country, which continent, which country you're listening from.
Did they say one?
Uh, sorry. Let's see.
Sound like one of them. No.
If you guys can hear us, can y'all give us a 1, please, in the chat? The sound is clear. If we look clear, give us a 1.
One, there we go. Shalom.
Okay.
Shalom, Clifford.
All right,
Shalom.
one. Okay. All right.
Good.
Shalom, Miss
There we go.
Cynthia.
Shalom.
Let us
shalom.
know what part of the country y'all are in, which continent y'all are in. Grab my water, y'all. Forgot to bring my water.
Yeah, I got my water. Thank you. Virginia, USA. Welcome, Virginia. Welcome to the party. All the way from Virginia. Karibu Sana. Biblical Truths and Misconceptions. That's a nice name. Oceans of blessings, y'all. Thank you, Mom, too. Appreciate that. Southern California, Fontana, Miss Cynthia. Welcome, Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia, I see your name on a lot of people's platform. You be tuned in, Miss Cynthia. You gonna make sure you get over to the motherland. I respect that. Y'all Rescue, Shalom, North Carolina. Welcome. Winnipeg. Oh wow. Hold on, I'm sorry. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Okay. Winnipeg, welcome. Mom Tube, I love y'all's story. Appreciate that, Mom Tube. Thank you. Appreciate it. God is good. We're just trying to be a light to our people. Shalom. Appreciate the content, of course. We're going to get to the questions in a minute. Thank you for the question, though. Shalom, Karibu Sana. We'll come back to that. We got the first question right here. Well, how can we avoid the floods during rainy season in Tanzania? I mean, yeah, we'll get to that. I'll let my wife be here too so she can put her input. We got Hadar, blessings. Let me see, maybe. There we go. Felicia from Arizona. Welcome, sis. Virginia Beach. Alchania. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We got our first question, but I told him we're going to wait till you get back.
Okay. Thank y'all for waiting on
From
me.
Ohio, Yaz Jewel. Welcome. Shalem, South Carolina. Oh, Shalom. I'm sorry. Wow. Shalom, sis. They're from South Carolina. Carmen. Shalom, Chris. Welcome, bro. Karibu Sana, man. There you go.
Yeah. So, we already got the first question.
Yeah, let some people say. Well, let people tell where they was from.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the people. But yeah, they said, hey.
From Belgium. Wow.
Belgium. Wow. Oh, we got somebody from Winnipeg, Canada.
Winnipeg, Canada. Wow.
Have you heard of that place?
I have not.
Me either.
So we already got questions coming on in.
Yeah.
Good. Great. So we're going to be an open book. We always are, but I know a lot of people have questions about what's going on in Africa, how to get to Africa, all different types of questions.
Yeah.
So We're here to answer the questions to the best of our ability, give y'all solid information from our experiences and from what we have learned along our journey. Um, so yeah, feel free.
And we got a new group of people coming in. We had a new level in the journey. We had a bunch of new subscribers that's joining us from the shorts. So welcome to the new subscribers. This is y'all first time on our live. I know I've been getting a few comments of people saying, your shorts have been on the same topics. Like, can you talk about something else? I said, man, we have 200 plus videos of, different topics, different viewpoints, not different viewpoints, but different ways that we're talking about, why we're here and what we're doing and what's possible over here. So, take a look into the whole entire catalog. Don't just get caught on the shorts. Miss Cynthia, thank you for the donation. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you. But yes, to all the new people, welcome, guys. And go catch up with some of the body of work that we've produced. It's been 4 years over here on the continent of Africa, and almost 4 years. So it's been a journey. So we got a lot of content for you guys.
Yeah, a lot of our old content, from 2 years, 3 years ago, we talk about a lot of the basics.
Yeah.
Going back to the basics, visas, permits, and all that stuff. But like you said, it's a lot of new people, and some people just haven't even watched all of the videos. So here we are.
Yeah.
So, you want to get started?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So our first question is from Asa. Hope I'm saying that right. He says, Shalom. Appreciate the content, of course. My question is, how can we avoid the floods during rainy season in Tanzania? From Atlanta, Georgia.
I say I'm going to wait till you come.
Okay.
Because I'm sure you want to add your input.
Okay. You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, in Tanzania, East Africa, there's 2 rainy seasons. There's a short rainy season in November, December-ish, which lasts for 2 months, and then there's a longer rainy season from April to June. So there's a couple of different ways for you to avoid floods. Number one is when you're picking your house, wherever you're going to be staying at, that's one of the questions that you need to ask. Hey, is this property situated in an area that floods, when it rains? And then they'll be able to tell you yes or no. And then obviously if the answer is yes, it does flood, then you don't want to get that place to live in. Maybe you can get that place and turn it into a rice farm, because rice requires a lot of water to grow. So it would do well in an area where water pools, but you wouldn't want to put a structure there. So that's definitely one of the questions that you need to ask. And before you move somewhere or purchase a property, what happens when it rains? So that's a really good question, actually. Yeah. You want to add anything?
Just ask the question. Yeah, basically. Just the people will tell you, and if you don't ask, they won't tell you. Cause that's one thing. We had a brother of ours just had that experience. He ended up renting a house in the area where rice used to be planted at, and it was he ended up getting flooded because he didn't ask the question. And you just have to ask the question to make sure that you don't get in that situation.
Yeah.
Due diligence. That's the word.
All right. So Felicia Green says, is it a must to buy a round-trip ticket when moving to Kenya permanently with no intent to return to the U.S.?
Kenya, we're not, every law has different rules.
Every country.
Yeah, every country. Thank you. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Every country. Thank you. Every country has different laws and rules in place, so we're not too familiar with how things are in Kenya. I'm not. At least I'm not. Are you? You know a little bit?
If it's similar, some of the countries have similar laws, but I know in Tanzania, if y'all can't hear us, give us a 1.
There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. If y'all can hear us, give us a 1, please. Mic check.
Okay. All right. But yeah, in Tanzania, should we tell them about the website?
The website?
Where you can buy the ticket for $12?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Some stuff we can't say online.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
But if you want to buy a one-way ticket, you have to book a consultation with us, so we can tell you that. We can't say that over the internet. But usually, sometimes you may get an immigration officer at the airport that wants to see proof of a return ticket. Especially if you're coming in on a tourist visa, they expect you to only be in the country for 90 days and they expect you to leave. So if you come in there without a return ticket, you may raise some flags. But if you're coming in on like a business visa or you already have your permits, then you won't need a round trip ticket. So it just depends on your specific situation of whether you would need a round trip ticket or whether they would even bother to ask you to show proof of a round trip ticket.
Yeah.
But it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, and there's always ways to get a ticket and everything. So just make sure if you're thinking about it, just trust the process and connect with the people and ask the questions that you need to ask, and it'll get taken care of. So the next question was, how do one determine the best option for residency? Want me to go first or you? All right. Well, I would say that really depends on what you want for your life and how you want to get set up. Because if you come over here as an entrepreneur, you can set your business up and then get your residency through your business. If you come over here as a retiree, you can come over here with your proof of retiree funds coming in monthly, and you can get a residency visa based off being a retiree. And if you come and get a job, if you end up going that route, you can get a residency that route. So it really depends on your specific situation. And also, you could go through an NGO as well and volunteer and go that route. So it really just depends on how you get over here to the continent.
Yeah. Most countries have an immigration website where they have like the rules and regulations for each visa, each permit, like how you can get it, how much it costs, what are the stipulations for you to be able to get that visa, how long it lasts for. So definitely check out the immigration websites on each country. And if you can, get in touch with a lawyer from that particular country. That would be great for you to book a consultation with a lawyer so they can really like go into details about, okay, this is the one you need, this is how you get it, and they can even do it for you to make that process simpler. Yeah. So when you get over here, you're already good to go.
Yeah. And somebody mentioned USA meets Kenya to Felicia said they didn't need return tickets in any African country. So
yeah, it just depends. Tickets. It depends on the immigration officer. Like when we came, we didn't have a return ticket and we were good. But we've also heard stories of people who got turned away for not having a return ticket. So it really just depends on like what the Most High has for you. Like if you don't have a return ticket, you run the risk of not being allowed into the country, and you may just get on by. They may not care that day. So it really just depends. Yeah. But yeah, that's great that you weren't harassed for a return ticket.
The next question is, what type of technology computers do y'all need? I mean the same, the latest. I would guess the latest, because even though the common misconception is that there isn't much technology over here. There is a lot. There is some people over here with the latest iPhone, the latest MacBook, and the latest Mac screen, Mac TV, all of that. So it's it's needed here. So just the latest. Just if you come in with something, or some of the older version things as well, because some schools are still they need some of those things too. So it just depends on what you have. Everything is needed. Honestly, it just depends on where you're trying to put it and who you're trying to help, who your target is. So you can bring it all. Anything? Mm-hmm. Lynn Bernard. Hi, I'm from Florida. How do someone invest in your agriculture project? Go ahead, Mrs. Ford.
If you want to invest, we usually have round tables every 3 months, usually, and we discuss on how exactly you can invest with us. We run through the whole process. So we have another round table coming up, I believe, in the April of this year. So if you're interested, definitely join the round table. We'll make an announcement when um, the tickets are available for you to get. Um, so yeah, just wait for the next roundtable, and then you'll get all the information.
And the next question is, are there cheap places to live? Wow, the next set of questions. Are there cheap places to live over there? Can you get a social security over there? Do they build mud homes for people to live in or stay in? And if I do buy land from you all, will I be able to set a tent? So to the cheap places, yes, there are depending on your budget. We've seen people rent rooms out for as little as $10 a day. People paying $100 a month for certain places, anywhere from $100 a month all the way up to 1,000 a month. So it really depends on what you want and what your budget is and what's considered cheap to you. So, but you would be able to find anything within that.
Yeah, we've never paid more than $400 a month for rent, and we've stayed at really nice homes.
Yeah.
Some like they've all been modern homes. You can look on our channel. We posted like our house tour and everything. So you can, I mean, the rental prices here are like very, very, very cheap. Because I know even in the States, like we were paying like what, like $900 a month for rent. And that was on the lower end of the spectrum. I know some people are paying $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 a month for rent. So
Plus.
to be able to find a 3-bedroom house or a 7-bedroom house for less than $400 is like
Blessing.
a blessing. Yeah,
Man.
it's a blessing.
Can you get social security over there?
No, they don't have social security system over here.
What if she means social security check?
If you can get your social security check, yes, because technically you're still a U.S. citizen. So unless you apply for citizenship here, you still are entitled to all of your benefits because technically you're just simply living abroad. You're still a U.S. citizen.
Do they build mud houses for people to live in or stay in? Yes, they do. That's a very easy task to get taken care of. And if you do buy land, will you be able to set a tent? Yes, you will. If that's how you want to start your journey on your land, by all means, do your thing. Who are we to say no?
Just make sure you're ready for that tent
Yeah,
life.
make sure you ready.
Don't just be playing around.
Don't be calling T3 and me.
I'm tired of living in the tent. I'm ready to get in the house.
You went out there. Nah, it's gonna be okay. Have you been to any other African countries? And I want to go to South Africa. Have you ever been? No, we haven't been to South Africa. And yes, we've been to Rwanda and Ethiopia. Does Zanzibar count as another country? Technically. Rwanda and Ethiopia. Yeah, we've been to 2 other countries so far.
Yeah, we lived in Rwanda for a month. It was nice. It's a beautiful country, but it just wasn't where the Most High wanted us to be, where He initially told us to go.
All right. What is the best way to bring non-clothing items over with us, such as bulk business products, essential oils, purses, bags, even small kitchen appliances?
Want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Non-clothing items over with us, such as bulk business items, essential oils, purses, bags, even small kitchen appliances. Depending on the weight of the products, if it's something like just like essential oils and purses and stuff, you can ship it through DHL or FedEx. They have shipping services, but I mean it's gonna be more expensive than what you're used to because you're shipping overseas. So, for example, like 1 kilogram, shipping 1 kilogram could be like $70. So it can be expensive, but if it's stuff that you need, it's worth paying for to get it over here to get yourself situated and get yourself started until you can start to source your items from the country you're going to be going to. They also have just like the regular postal service. That's the cheapest route. If you can ship it through there, go ahead and do that. But some items are prohibited. They don't allow you to ship certain items through just like the regular postal service overseas. So you have to just check and see if you can ship your items through like regular post office. Then you can do that. And what you can do is just pick it up from the like in Tanzania, you can just go and pick up items from the post office. Like somebody, his aunt has shipped us things before, and we've just gone down to the post office, showed them our ID, and picked up the parcel. So it's really simple. It's just like the States, just a little bit more expensive, depending on which route you go. FedEx is the most expensive. DHL is the medium price, and the cheapest way is just through the regular post office. So just go and make sure that they can ship the item that you want to ship. Also, some people have gotten containers, but getting a container can be really expensive, but some people can afford that. Some people are retired or they just have a lot of money and they want to bring all their things that they've acquired over here. So people have done that. You can do that as well. Shipping stuff can be like some thousands of dollars. But if you got it and you want to bring your stuff over here, that's also an option too. People have used Maersk, Maersk, a company called Maersk, and also a company called, what is the name of that company? 1 second. You remember the name of the other shipping company?
No.
Okay.
I do not.
It's gonna escape me now.
It'll come back to you.
Oh, I remember. It's called Morgan Shipping. Morgan Shipping is another one that someone we know used to get their stuff over here on a shipping container.
Good job.
Okay. Is it USA meets Kenya said, is it more efficient to buy land and build house in Tanzania or buy an already built home?
That's a good question. That's the one that depends on you, because the people, their building style might be different from what you're looking for, and if you have the budget and you able and you feel comfortable for it, I think that's one of those ones that depend on you, like just what you want for your life and what you want to come with. Because we've seen people do both. People have come over and they've bought homes from people, and some people have come and built from scratch, and they both have enjoyed it, and some people have done both and not enjoyed it. So it just depends on you and what you want to do.
Yeah, I think it's cheaper though to buy land and build it yourself, because one, your house is going to be custom built. Like if you're going to be paying the same price or a little bit cheaper to build your own, I would say to build your own home, like buy your land and build your own home. You can build it exactly how you want, put in the exact materials you want, oversee it, and then you also have the satisfaction of having built something from the ground up. Because if you buy a house here, like you're gonna spend a lot of money.
Man.
If you buy a house and the property as well, you're gonna be spending some hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you can buy land and build your own house for much cheaper than that. So, but like I said, some people don't want to go through that. They don't feel like, buying land, going to search for land, setting up their business, searching for land and building their house from scratch. Some people just want to get over here and move directly into their home. So, like I said, it just depends. But price-wise, it's cheaper to buy your own and build your own. Because even if you buy your own land and build your own house, you can build it in stages, like they do here. Like they start with the foundation and maybe like the first layer, and then after that they'll put the roof on, and then after that they'll put the doors and then the windows. So it may take somebody like like 5 to 10 years to finish building their house, like if they're just building it stage by stage as they go. So it just depends on your budget and what you want to do. Tammy says hello from Macon, Georgia. Hello, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy. Macon.
Hosea Curry says, greetings from Texas. How can someone get the process started as soon as they figure out what country they're planning to move to? I would say how to get the process started as soon as they figure out what country they're planning on moving to. Well, assuming that you already have your passport, the next thing you will need to do is, research the airline that you're going to be flying over on, because that's very important, because some people want to bring their pets, or they have different things that they want to bring. They may have a certain amount of bags, so you want to just check the airline policies and make sure you're checking like the any pandemic regulations, like if they require testing and all that stuff. So make sure you pick an airline that aligns with what you want. There's a lot of African airlines now. There's Ethiopian Airlines, Rwanda Air, Kenya Air, Tanzania Air. Yeah, there's a lot of different African airlines. So if you can go and find an African airline that you can fly out from, then that's a plus. But other than that, there's the regular ones like Qatar, United Arab Emirates, American Airlines. So find get your plane ticket, research where you want to stay when you first arrive here, because a lot of people could just show up here and they don't have nowhere to stay, and that is very stressful for them, believe it or not. Or they wait until like the week before to try to find out where they want to stay. So just make sure you have your accommodations booked, whether you want to stay at a hotel or a resort or Airbnb, or if you want to stay with people that you've met when you first get here. Figure that out. Figure out your ride to the airport. From the airport. And just have your plan. Like, have your plan figured out. Like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is the type of business I want to set up. You've researched, like how much money it is to set up the business that you want to set up, how much money it is for the visa that you want to get, how much money it is for the permit that you want to get, how much housing is like relatively in the country that you're in. So you want to have your budget, done for at least like 6 months. You want to make sure you have enough money for at least like 6 to 8 months. Like if you don't have any money coming in for like 6 to 8 months, you want to be able to have enough saved up for that. And I'll just say, make sure you have your plan. That's the most important thing, because although the Most High may, tell you to go a certain way about your plan, make sure you still have your plan in place so that you know what it is that He told you to do, so that you can execute it. Okay.
Well, let me see. Yeah, that was great.
Okay. Let's see. How much is a visa, and what type of visa should I purchase?
The visa prices vary, right?
You can just go through it.
So how much? I know.
The tourist visa.
So the tourist visa, you get a tourist visa on arrival. Once you arrive here, you pay $100, and you get it's a 1 year multiple entry tourist visa. So with this visa, you're supposed to basically leave the country every 90 days, go to like a neighboring country or something, and come back in so that you can get your visa re-stamped and everything. And on the do you get a retirement visa on arrival?
No, some of the other visas you have to apply for them.
Yeah.
So they have a business visa. Last time I checked, that one was $250. It may have went up because they always changing things. They also have, like you said, the retirement visa. You have to do that with a lawyer typically, and that price varies. There's a volunteer visa. You have to also do that with or see which one that you're gonna need for you or your family. Golden Rose says, this is a great question. With all of the agricultural capabilities and benefits, why has Africa not adopted the possibility of growing hemp? With 25,000 potential products, just give whiz info, hemp is not Mary Jane. What? Technically it is, but I get what you're saying. I would say that the demonization of our herbs, one being hemp or cannabis, whatever you want to call it, is an effect of colonialism. They have demonized all of the different herbs and plants that the Most High has given to us for us to heal our bodies. And so Africa is not exempt from that. Africa was also under the foot of colonizers and colonialism. So A lot of the things that we see going on in Africa is not African value. I think, like things are changing. I think things will change over time as the awareness raises and as more people talk about this and as more science and literature comes out about the benefits and the health benefits of cannabis. I think things will change, but until then, we're just fighting to change the narrative of what has been demonized.
Yeah, and then I think just once they get the exposure, like um, once they see what happened in the states, in some of the states, and how their economy was able to be drastically, helped by the legalization of it. I think once people are able to have those type of conversations with the right type of people, then I think things will change. But like you said, it's a process and it's a journey. Education, though, you gotta educate. So if you're thinking about doing it, you gotta come with the mindset to educate first. Come with the facts, come with the stats, and just teach them the benefits of it first.
Yeah. Yash Jewel says, how long can we stay before we would have to return to the U.S. or go to another country?
As long as you want. They don't usually kick people out unless you. I heard it was two things. If you don't try to kill anyone or sell any drugs, then you won't get kicked out of the country. So long as you're on your up on your visas, minding your business and handling your business, then I think you'll be okay. You will be able to stay over here as long as you want. And of course, with the 1 year visa, if you're talking about that, you can just leave the country and come back in to just renew your visa again if you haven't opened up your business and everything in that process or set up anything yet. You could always just leave and go to a neighboring country for like a week or a few days and then just come back in.
Yeah, and you have to do that every 90 days if you're on a tourist visa. If you get once you open up your business or if you get a job here and you're able to get your work permit, your residency permit, those permits allow you to stay in the country legally for 2 years. And then you just have to renew those permits every 2 years and you just keep renewing it. And then once you're in the country, anywhere from 7 to 10 years, you can apply for citizenship. Currently, they don't offer dual citizenship in Tanzania, so if you become a citizen now, you have to renounce your U.S. citizenship. I heard that they have talks to allow dual citizenship, but they haven't passed that law yet, so we'll see. Yeah. Probably will change in the future, but you probably won't even want that American citizenship after like 2025, probably.
Yeah. And that option comes in 7 years. You don't get to do that within your first few years. They said you have to be here. Yeah, your citizenship. You have to be here for at least 7 years, and you have to also speak fluent Swahili. So yeah, that's the stipulation.
Okay. Haydar and Rayam said, what are some areas that diaspora live in Dar, like neighborhoods?
We got in Busy Beach. It's a lot of us in Together. You say Uno Neo? Mm-hmm. Uno Neo, Bahari Beach. Did you say Masaki? Mikochini. Oh. Masaki, Mikochini, Kidandoni, Kigamboni. It's a lot of us in a few different places. Anywhere else that I forget?
I think you named a good amount.
Yeah. And Boomju.
Martine Valentine says, when purchasing a piece of land, do we have title of ownership? Yes, they offer title deeds. You have to apply for your title. Once you get your land, purchase your land and you get it zoned and surveyed, then you can go ahead and apply for your title deeds. There's some documents that you're going to have to, of course, bring there and show them that you own the land and everything and that you gotten it zoned and surveyed. And there's some documents you need from the local government to get. But you basically bring all those documents down to the Ministry of Lands and you pay for your title deed. And then within a certain amount of time, they'll issue you a title deed for the land that you purchased. Are we able to bring the multi-prong plug units purchased through your Amazon survival items on the plane? Yeah, so everything that we have on that list on the Repat Travel Survival Kit, you can bring it with you on the plane. Is this a real question? Cerulean Electric Throne says only the rich can travel and live in Africa. Is that true?
That's a good question. No, that's not true. Because when we came over here, we weren't rich. We were in the process of working towards it. We came over here with a couple dollars in the dream. So if you have the right mindset, you can build. I don't think you can. You have to work to start making money, though, for sure. You can't do it if you don't have the mindset to build something and work towards something. But you can make it over here not being rich. But you have to start putting your resources in the right places and start having the mindset of trying to become wealthy so that you can do what you need to do. But it's possible.
Yeah, and sorry. Go ahead.
I say you just gotta probably live frugally for a while. Try to live below your means and try to live, live until you can get to that level that you want to get to. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I was gonna say the majority of the population of Africa lives below poverty limits.
When the next question is, when looking for a place to rent, how do you recommend finding a person to help finding a rental property? So there's there's reputable dalalis here. They call them dalalis, which are real estate agents in Swahili. So you just be able to find a real estate agent that will help you. You would tell them your specific needs. We recommend. We have a list of some that we recommend, but we will also recommend, like, if you go on your own, make sure that the person is reputable and just tell them your specific needs and make sure you specify what you're looking for. And if you have a specific budget that you're looking for, make sure that you tell them to stay within that budget, because if you don't specify and make sure you let them know, they tend to try and take us to places that are more expensive just because it's just, that's just the nature of some people. If they see an opportunity, they're gonna take advantage of it. So if you come in and say your budget is 1,000 and you say you're flexible, they're gonna take you to somewhere that's 15. They'll take you somewhere to 14. But if you say, hey, my budget is 700, 600, 300, and I'm not leaving this range, they're gonna make sure they take you to that place and honor that. So you have to just be stern with, what you want, and just make them show you what you're looking for, because it's here. You just have to stay strong in what you're looking for and don't allow yourself to get taken outside of your budget.
Yeah, and there's websites that you can go, because I know we look for, ask for a Dalali, but you can find them on the websites. So there's certain websites here. There's one called GGJIJI, where you can look for homes, and they have Dalalis listed for the homes that are on the website. They have companies here. They have Remax here. I know everybody's familiar with Remax. They have that here. So if you want to go through them, there's local Dalalis. You can ask around in groups. Does anybody have a Dalali that they recommend? Oftentimes you can find, you don't even have to go that formal route. Sometimes you will, there'll just be somebody in the neighborhood who's like, hey, I have my home is for rent, or, a family member will say, hey, my cousin has his home for rent. So sometimes you can find properties like that just through word of mouth, as well. So there's a lot of different ways to find homes. I say the internet is their best friend, because you can just type in what you're looking for, 3-bedroom homes in Tanzania or whatever area you're looking for, and then you'll just see all of the different homes that'll pop up. There's another website called Kupatana, 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 where you can look and browse through like ads for different homes and everything like that. So yeah, that's.
And somebody had a response to the Social Security question. They said people who are receiving Social Security supplemental security income from the Social Security Administration cannot leave the U.S. for more than 30 consecutive days, or their payments will be stopped. And they said sign an SSA employee.
Okay, that's the legal answer, but the real answer is what we said. Just be wise, guys. When you're moving abroad, you don't have to. Just be wise with the information that you disclose to everyone.
How is the labor help over there to build a home?
The labor help, so they have, they call them fundis here, but they're basically like people who, like carpenters, people who build homes, lay bricklayers and things of that nature. So almost like, I would say like almost every man in Tanzania know how to build. They know how to build homes. They know how to make structures, but there's a lot of people who work in the profession of fundi or carpenter or mason. There's a lot of people who do that work. So there's a lot of people you can employ to work on your home, and they can build you a home for much, much cheaper than you could get in the States. The issue is making sure you're finding somebody that is honest. That's the issue, because there's no shortage of foodies, but the issue is. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on at the end. Oh, it's not going.
There you go.
Okay, sorry guys. I think we're having internet problems. They cut the cables a few days ago under the sea. If y'all didn't hear about that, but yeah. So what was I saying? Oh man, I just lost my train of thought. What was the question? The foodies.
Yeah, finding somebody reputable.
Yeah, so the issue is finding somebody that's honest. So one of the best ways to find an honest fundi is to look through Instagram, look through the fundis who have Instagram pages, and then you can see like their work, and also people will be commenting on there like, you know, thank you, or, you know, how much. So you'll see like, okay, this is a reputable professional person. Also just asking around, like people who have had their homes built, whether it's other diasporans or locals who've had their homes built. Hey, who did you use on your home? You know, if you see a home that you like, who was your fundi? And then they can give you the number of the fundi that they use. So word of mouth is everything in Africa. That's one thing that's invaluable. So that'll be your best bet to find a local fundi who can build you a house for cheap that's gonna still be beautiful and good quality.
And Lady Visionary said, hey family, hope you all are well. Hello sis.
Hey sis, we
You
doing
are
good.
well. Hope you're well.
How you
too.
doing in Rwanda? How's everything going?
Love in Africa said, also, can we get visa on arrival? So yes, once you arrive here in Tanzania, you receive a 1-year visa on arrival. You just pay $100 per passport, and then that gives you a 1-year multiple entry visa here.
Yeah, but the stipulations with that, the 1-year visa, is that you're supposed to leave every 90 days. You're supposed to leave the country and come back in.
Somebody said, what is the actual postal service there? Can we use the stamps from America once we are there to send out letters? So no, you can't use the stamps to send out letters, and the postal service that they use is FedEx, and I think they have EMS.
Yeah, EMS is the actual postal service.
Yeah, EMS is the postal service, and you can use that to connect with the United States Postal Service, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you use EMS, that will connect to the United States Postal Service, but I don't think you don't need a stamp from Africa to go over there to the U.S. Oh, phone died. We gotta get back to the questions, y'all. Sorry. Give us 1 second.
Hit the show chat.
Huh?
Show chat.
Yeah, it's way. All right, yeah. You answer the postal service, right?
You did.
You got something to say?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next question is, how are they at renting homes out there? Go ahead, baby.
What's the question?
How are they at renting homes out there? I'm sorry. How are they at renting homes with pets over there?
Oh, um, it depends on what kind of pet is it. Is it like a dog or a cat, or is it like something else, like a ferret or a rabbit or something? I'm assuming it's probably like a cat or a dog. It just depends. Some people are okay with it, and some people may want you to keep the animal outside, especially if it's a dog. Most Africans do not allow their pets in the home to live in the home. They stay outside. So that's just a cultural thing. So you'll just have to talk with the landlord about it. But there's definitely places that are pet friendly, especially like in the areas that are like in the city and are like more of the touristy areas, and even the areas that aren't like necessarily like the tourist areas. You'll find house owners who probably just don't care. Like, yeah, you can have an animal. So it just depends. Everybody's different.
All right. Next question is Shalom from Jersey fam. Question: how are the schools in TZ? Are your kids in a TZ school or homeschooled? Do you own your own car or use public transit? And would you suggest buying a car once settled? Me to go ahead. All right. In terms of buying a car once you're settled, I'll start from there. That depends on you. It's there's some pretty affordable vehicles here. There's some you can get any starting at roughly like $1,000. You can get something from there on up. So you got something from 1,000 all the way up to 20 to 30,000. So 40, 50.
For a car, 1,000?
Yeah, you don't think so? I mean,
maybe a motorcycle.
Yeah. Well, a motorcycle or a Bajaji.
Maybe they probably do got cars with them.
Yeah, or a Bajaji, one of the 3-wheel vehicles. You can get one of those vehicles. At the moment, no, we do not own a car. We did at one point, but we sold it. And yes, we use public transport. We use a Bajaji. Is that considered public?
I think the buses are. Well, the Bajajis, yeah, they do ride around with public.
Yeah. Well, we typically take a Bajaji. Sometimes we take car, but those the public transit is a thing here. It's pretty affordable for people too, so take advantage of that. And as far as schooling right now we have T3 in homeschool. We actually homeschool him ourselves, and we have a tutor that comes as well to help sometimes. And as far as schools in TZ, I'll let you take over that one.
What was the question?
How are the schools here in TZ?
They have different type of schools here. They have private schools, they have public schools, they have international schools. Generally, I will say they are. A lot of the schools are quite different than what we're used to, just in terms of like the infrastructure. A lot of times the schools may not be finished being built. Like they may still need to have paint in there. They may still need windows. They may still need like mosquito nets and screening and fans and things of that nature. Those are typically like the public schools and even some of the private schools. Some of the international schools are kind of more similar to what we're used to, but even with that some of them have like infrastructural issues. So it's different here. There are a lot of diasporans who are here who have enrolled their children in like either the private schools or the international schools here. There's some good ones here. There's one school here called FEZA, FEZA. There's another one called St. Joseph's. So there's some really good schools here. Um, One of the things that we always keep talking about is a diaspora school, like someone coming and starting a diaspora school. There was one that was here, but that place is closed now. So if you have the hearts to come and open up a school here, that's something that's much needed here. A school for the children to just have like a solid curriculum and have that education, that have a good solid education, but that's free from colonialism and all of the wrong things that we were taught and everything. But other than that, they have schools here. They have public, private, international, and a lot of them you can put them. You have to pay for the tuition out of pocket. Most people will get on a payment plan where you just make a payment each month. Depending on which school you go to, it could be like $600 for the tuition for the whole year, or it could be like $2,000, or it could be cheaper. It could be like $300 or $200 for the whole year. It just depends on the type of school you're going to and the location and like what they have to offer. So really, you just have to come here and just kind of like do like footwork to see like where you would want to send your child if you're comfortable there. Like some of the schools, they make the children shave their hair. So if that's not something that you want to do, you may have to look into like a different school. So you just have to come and see for yourself like where you feel comfortable sending your child to.
Yeah. The next question is, when visiting, should I bring USD or convert USD to shillings before arriving? So when you're visiting, you are able to convert your money soon as you arrive at the airport. But you can't bring no more than 10,000 USD. And how old is the bill? 2007? The bill's age? Yeah. If you don't, and don't try to bring any old bills. Try to bring up-to-date bills if possible so that you can convert them easily. But yeah, the limit is 10,000 USD. So as long as you have that, you are able to convert it at the airport. As long as you have less than that, you are able to convert it once you arrive at the airport. Y'all's Jules said, and of course I'm gonna put up a tent she said she gonna be put up, if she put up a tent, she gonna be yelling out to us if she need us. What's needed to receive cell phone services when visiting Kenya?
Typically, all you would need to get cell phone service is your passport, and then you just have to get a SIM card from whichever phone company that you're gonna get it with. The SIM cards are pretty cheap, so you just pay for the SIM card and put it into the phone, and then you have service.
All right, and the next question is, hey, are y'all from Tanzania?
What?
Technically.
I mean, I guess so.
Technically.
Now we are, but no, I'm from New York. He's from Memphis in America.
Technically.
But we don't claim America no more.
Technically, I'm from Tanzania. I'm from Africa. What is the minimum amount of days for the 12-month tourist visa that you are required to be in a neighboring country? Of course, after the 90-day time, you are required to leave. Okay, so they saying after they 1 year, how long do they gotta go to another country? I haven't seen any like timelines, but I would say at least a day, and you should be okay. What you think? Yeah, like go spend a day somewhere and just come on back. What's homeowners' car insurance like out there? Go ahead, maybe.
So they have, It's similar to the States. They have car insurance here. They have home insurance here. They have pretty much all the insurances that we have. I would say it's not as big of a market as it is in the States. A lot of people don't have insurance here, just to be perfectly honest. But they have those companies available. So if you want insurance, you just Google, just type in like car insurance Tanzania or home insurance Tanzania, and then a list of all of the companies that they have will populate. And then some of those companies, you can call them on WhatsApp, and then you can talk to them about like, hey, you know, what are some more details about the policies that they offer.
Is unlimited internet available for a monthly fixed price? Yes, there's a couple services here that offer unlimited internet. I think it's called, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Zuku.
Yes, Zuku. Zuku, and there's another one called, is it Fiber? I forget the other one name. Is it Fiber? Zuku, and it's another one. I can't think of it. But the one that I know a lot of people use is Zuku. And there's, should we say the Kazi? Does that count as unlimited? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a, I know there's a company here, the phone company that we use here called Vodacom. They actually offer routers as well. So you can purchase a bundle, like a monthly bundle of like, how much is it? Like 50,000 T shillings?
What's it?
All right. About $20 a month, you'll be able to get unlimited internet from Vodacom with a router, or you can use your local phone, and you'll be able to just turn on your hotspot. Some of the local phones have hotspot capabilities, so you'll be able to turn on your hotspot and just connect to that, or you can get your router through the Vodacom company or the Zuku company. There's other phone companies and internet companies here as well. We use another one called TTCL, and you could do the same thing, just purchase a monthly bundle, and then it'll give you a long amount of data for you to use it for a long time. The next question is, do you have any funny stories about local customary laws and misconceptions with Western laws? Yeah. One is staring. You would get stared at a lot, and a lot of people, in our culture, that's like, that's a sign of disrespect, or you want to fight someone if you stare too long. So a lot of people get offended when people stare over here in Africa, but they're gonna stare at you. So you have to get used to that and be okay with being stared at.
I know.
The sitting down at the table.
Huh?
The sitting down at the table when you was about to have it.
I got it. No, I don't even know what's sit down at the table.
When you was eating and the women came and sat down with you.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I have two funny stories. So one day I was at a restaurant. Y'all probably know if y'all from Tanzania. I was at Kibo, the restaurant right by Kibo, where they sell like the goat meat and stuff outside. And I was having lunch. So it's like a big restaurant. There's a lot of tables there. There's like at least like 50 tables there, like at the restaurant. So I'm just waiting on my food. I get my food, I'm eating. And then all of a sudden, like, one lady just comes and like sits down at the table next to me. Like, she don't say nothing. She just sits there. And like, she just sitting there, like, she like eventually got on her phone. So I was like, okay, like, all right, that's weird. So I'm just still eating my food, because I already had my headphones in. And when she sat down, she didn't say nothing. So I was just like, okay, like, well, whatever. So then maybe like 5 minutes later, another lady came and sat down at the same table with me. So I'm like, what in the world's going on? Like, I'm like, is this a setup or something? Like, why they keep sitting at this table with me? And there's empty tables like all around. But then somebody was like, no, like they do that. Like if a dada, which is a young lady, if she's like there and there's another dada there, like they'll all just like start like compiling together. Like
Wow.
Like it's just like unknown. Like they just automatically like just gravitate towards each other. So that was funny. Like after the fact, like oh wow, like they really like just will come and sit down with you, like and not say nothing, and just be chilling. Another funny story I have is when I was pregnant with Naya, and I forget how many months I was, but we were at a restaurant, and they only have the squatter toilets. The squatter toilets are like the ones with the like are just basically like a hole in the ground. It's not like something you can sit on. You have to like squat all the way down. So, you know me, I'm used to the European toilets. So I went to go squat down. I almost fell into the.
What?
I almost fell into the toilet. Oh my god!
Tell me about this one.
I had lost my center of gravity, you know, like being pregnant and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, bro, if I fall into this toilet, I'm going to like have a fit. I don't know who been doodling in this toilet, who been peeing in this toilet. I was so mad on the way down though, like oh my gosh. But yeah, that's
Oh man.
that's two of my funny stories.
Oh man. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's my first time hearing that one too. I didn't even know that happened. Oh man. Let me go to this next question.
You got any funny stories?
Funny stories.
Or when y'all was first getting on the boaters?
When?
I think you told that one already. When y'all was all piled up on that boater that one time when you first got here.
You tell it.
I don't remember it.
Oh, me.
But yeah, maybe that's enough funny story.
Right. All right. What's the dating scene like there, and what is the average age of other married couples? The dating scene. The dating scene. I've seen people come over here and get married, and I've seen people have some rough times. It really depends on literally like in America your morals. Whatever type of individual you are, whatever you look for, that is what you would get over here. So, if you come over here focused and you come in to find a spouse and you are like holding yourself to those standards and those values, then you will meet that individual and, get taken up on that offer. But if you come over here and you act the other way and pretend like you're looking for a spouse, you will get what comes with that as well. So you can't be over here like, playing in the streets and expecting to find a spouse. So you have to be living it in both ways in order to get it, if that makes sense. 'Cause I've seen people, some people have came over here and tried to, tap into the nightlife to find their spouse, and they ended up getting, taken down through there, unfortunately. So just focus and make sure you're being the person that you want to find, basically, and you'll run into them. And average married couple age, I would say it's a mixture. Like it's well 30s. I would say early 30s. Early 30s. What do you think? The average age of married couples. I said 30s.
From the diaspora?
I guess in general.
It's a variety. Yeah, there's 30s. There's older couples like 40s, 50s. But yeah, I would say like 30s, starting off with 30s. Yeah. All right, trying to look through these questions. Wow, it's a lot of questions. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through all these questions.
Yeah, I was thinking we're gonna have to write them. We're gonna screenshot them and come back again and do this again. That's what we're gonna do. Cause y'all, it's late. We're gonna answer a few more for y'all though.
Yeah, a few more.
It's all love
Let's
though.
see. Let's see. Somebody said, why would anyone renounce their United States citizenship?
Why would anyone renounce their United States citizenship?
Hold on, this person, I feel like this is a troll because they keep.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see.
I'll wait.
No, wait. Yeah, because it keeps saying. Oh, gosh.
Maybe the moderators already got them.
I don't know. I'm going to skip that question. They said there is no insurance out there. What?
There is insurance.
Right. Oh, and they said something about the locals are greedy and will overcharge you. All right. Elevation, Allah, you got to go. Goodbye. All right. Yeah, it's like, because it's like we're answering a question. Why are you coming behind us and say the opposite? What is the point? All right. So, what are, let's see. All right. Somebody's asking how much is rent. We went through that question earlier, so you'll have to go back into the live. Dooley said, can I braid your locks, Tim?
Nope. I got somebody that already braided mine. I appreciate it, though. My wife take care of it. Thank you, though. Not ask me that question, though. You funny.
They ask. Yes, I just got to show the type of questions people be asking. Okay. Lamb Production says, how can we bless y'all? What do y'all need? Wow, that's a great question. Yeah, people do not really be asking us that.
That's a good question.
Wow.
I haven't been asked that in a long time.
A long time.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you for asking us.
Yeah, it was nice of you.
And I would say, let me go back to your question. How can we bless y'all? What do y'all need? What we need is, man, we're building a community. So we need anything building related. So whether that be solar panels, whether that be funds to buy bricks, whether that be funds to help put in more infrastructure, you name it. Like, because we're building from scratch. We're building from the ground up. We're laying everything brick by brick in uncharted territory. So everything is needed. Like anything you would need to build a city, build a village with, we need it. Construction, anything construction related, renewable energy related, monetary funds to get the equipment, to hire the laborers and everything. So yeah. That's what we need. Yeah.
And I need a MacBook. I'm working to save up so I can get a MacBook so that we can produce better content and do things on a higher level. So that's on my list of things that I'm needing and working on too right now. Thanks for asking too. That was nice of you, whoever that was.
Visceral Notion says, have y'all had experience with the witchcraft that I have heard about? No, because we stay prayed up and we got that spiritual armor on us, and witches is scared of us. But yes, we have heard about witchcraft. Witchcraft goes on in every place, every continent, every country on the face of this earth. So don't be naive and think that in Africa or in Tanzania that there's not witchcraft. There's people that practice witchcraft here.
Yeah.
But if you have in your spiritual armor, if you're a child of the Most High, then what is a witch? Have you heard about the Most High? You see what I'm saying? I'm not scared of witches. Or the majority of the population here is either Christian or Muslim. So those who practice witchcraft are a very, very, very small subset. And if they do practice witchcraft, they don't practice it openly. You can get actually killed and murdered for being a witch out here. For even doing witchcraft on somebody, they will come and find you and you will get that jungle justice. So, yeah, it's witchcraft here. Yep. There is witchcraft here.
Just stay prayed up and you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
No weapon that is formed shall prosper.
Do you know any insurance agencies there? It depends on which type of insurance agency you're talking about. They got farm insurance, life insurance, car insurance. They have insurance policies. We answered this question a little bit earlier, so I think you may have to go back into the rewind the video, and then we already answered the question about insurance policies. Have you heard of permaculture agriculture?
Yes, we have heard of permaculture agriculture. Actually, the farm that we have a farm in place within our eco-village called Zion Food Forest, where we practice permaculture. That's the main principle that we're practicing there. So we have a bunch of herbs and vegetables and fruits that we're going to be putting in place to supply the world here in the near future at this very moment. So yeah, we're very familiar with the permaculture term in the way that operate.
All right. Is there places there who help you with a natural birth, or is it mostly lay on back or cesarean births? Well, I had a natural birth here. Y'all gotta go back to our videos because we did a video on my natural birth story here and also prenatal visit here in Tanzania. So go back. That was about 2 years ago. But yeah, you definitely can have a natural birth here. There's midwives here. Most of the women in the rural villages have their children either at home or at a local hospital. The natural way, epidurals are not common here. For one, they're very, very expensive. They're like $500 for epidural, and as y'all know, the locals cannot afford that. So that's mostly reserved for like rich women or for foreign women. But yeah, I had Naya naturally here, so it's definitely possible. Just like in the States, you can, choose how you want to have your birth. And they also have epidurals here. They have C-sections here as well. So yeah,
But
everything.
They're gonna try to take you, if you do ask for it, they're gonna try to take you down the route of not doing it.
Yeah. They don't encourage you to get an epidural here. Because I was asking about it during our prenatal visit, and the doctor was like, why are you even asking me about that? Like, you're not getting the epidural. Like,
it's not an option.
She's like, you're going to be fine. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're just going to push her out like all the rest of the African women do, and you're going to be just fine.
And it happened just like that.
Yeah. So, it's like really not... like pushed heavily here, which is actually a blessing.
Yeah, that's like 2 more questions, 2 or 3.
Okay, so let's see. Somebody said, "What up, bro? This Mario from Olive Garden days in Memphis. Be safe out there."
Mario, wow, what's up, bro? Mario, I think I know who you is. I think we was a server together. Mario from Olive Garden. What it do, bro? Appreciate the love, man. Mario from Memphis.
Tammy is asking about the Social Security. She said, so we decide to be citizens of Tanzania, we're no longer qualified for Social Security. That's correct. Once you become a citizen, if you're not a dual citizen, if you renounce your U.S. citizen, then you're no longer entitled to the benefits of being a U.S. citizen. So whatever benefits you have coming in, whether it be retirement or whatever, you will no longer get it because you will have forfeited your citizenship. Do the schools teach LGBT principles? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. In Africa, LGBT is frowned upon. It goes against their culture here, and in many of the countries, there's laws in place against it. And if they catch you practicing that, you can either be jailed, you can be beaten, or you can even be killed, executed. So I would not advise to come over here with those sort of behaviors and lifestyles. I know the West promotes that and everything is inclusive, but Africa does not work that way. Africa is very much traditional society, and they do not encourage that behavior. So hopefully that answers your question. How many more questions you said? 1?
I said 3.
Oh, so that was 2. I think, or was that 1?
The first 2 wasn't questions. Well, the first one wasn't a question. You said, what's up for Mario?
Okay, so 2 more. Is there a polygyny culture there in Tanzania, or should I go to a different country in Africa? Wow.
Man, why? Bro, just get one wife. Just get one wife. Alright, that's all I gotta say on that. I don't even want to entertain that. Yeah. Next question.
Shalom. Jasmine G says, Shalom. I'm wondering what is the requirements for establishing an official business in order to buy property in Tanzania, and how much is it? Great question.
Great question.
So basically, in order for you to open up a business here in Tanzania, you will need a passport pictures, and your business plan. You will typically want to get with a lawyer who can actually facilitate the process for you, especially if you're not in Tanzania. It's going to be very, very hard to try to figure out how to do it on your own. So just hire a lawyer, and then you'll submit to the lawyer your information of, like, what you want your business to be, the name of it, because they'll have to do a search in the country's website database to make sure that the name of the company you have isn't taken. Once they do that, he or she will get information from you, like, what sort of business activities you're going to be doing in your business. You have to find a local person to go and be a shareholder in your business as well, and be a director in your business. That way you can be qualified as having a local business. Once you go through all your paperwork and everything, and they submit it to the various different authorities and governing bodies, then your business is registered. Usually it's about two.
There we go.
All right, we're back. So once your business is registered,
There we go.
okay. All right, we're back, guys. Sorry. Once your business is registered, you submitted all your paperwork to the different governing bodies and everything. Then you are eligible to go ahead and purchase land under that business entity. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Was that one or two?
I think that was two.
One more.
All right, so this is our last question, guys, because it's late. What time is it?
11:55.
Yeah, it's almost midnight here. Y'all know y'all see us getting sleepy. But yeah, we're gonna answer one more question for y'all, and then we're gonna wrap it on up.
This one?
Oh yeah.
Somebody said polygamy is not worth your soul.
Right.
Man, listen. Trust me, I'm gonna just touch on it one more time because I feel led to. Man, we can't get one wife, man. Control yourself and get one wife. Cause I've seen people that went down that road, and like, think about the children in that situation. Like your children, somebody's gonna be upset. Some woman is gonna plant seeds of some negativity into one of your children to mess up. Oh, it stopped. But yeah, I was saying is it? Okay, yeah. I was saying there's many, where was I? I've heard many stories from, I have brothers and sisters here who are products of those type of relationships and come from that type of environment, and it doesn't end up well for most of them sometimes. Most times. So just think about the long run, man. We got to control ourselves, man. Get one wife and just control yourself, bro. Yeah, go ahead, though.
Yeah. Where is that question at about the recreation? Somebody said, what do you guys do for fun, and what things are available to do for recreation out there? There's a lot of things to do for recreation. There's a lot of different water parks and amusement parks here in Tanzania. They have malls that you can go to. They have movie theaters. They have beaches. They have different shopping malls and shopping centers where you can go and stroll and shop and get ice cream and eat and things of that nature. Go on boats. They have gyms. They have fitness areas. They have parks. They have safaris. They have different wildlife game reserves. They have, you name it. They have a lot of different things to do, actually. They have festivals. They have music concerts. They have wine tastings. They have paint and sips, parties, whatever. There's a lot. They have a food festival. They have a beer festival. whatever you're into. They got a restaurant where you can like taste like different beers that they have like 20 or something different beers on tap. So yeah, there's a lot of different things to do.
Yeah.
Pick your choice. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and for recreation, if you wanna, if you feel like getting some buckets put up on you, you know, I play basketball and I like to hand out buckets sometimes. So, you know, hit me up if you over here you trying to get some buckets put up on you. I don't mind.
Yeah, and I think there was one last question that we're gonna. I know we said that was the last one, but I saw one more that I wanted to answer. Somebody said, where did it go?
I said, can they twist my hair?
The disrespect. I don't remember what the question is, where the question is, but I remember the question. Somebody said, "Where are the Most High's borders?" We've touched on this in some other videos too, but we believe that the Most High's borders are sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan Africa is the land, the promised land. So, yes, I think that's it for us.
Yeah, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for participating and asking us questions. I hope that we were able to help. I hope that you found value in what we brought forth, and you know, we're here to help, guys. The content is filled with information. If you want to look back on some of the things that we've produced over the years, there's a lot of wealth of knowledge within it. So, just check it out. If you need help with anything, if you need help with coming over here, we offer repatriation consultations for those who are interested. We will sit on the phone with you for 1 hour and answer all the questions that you have for your specific needs for you and your family. So, yeah, we offer those if you're interested. We'll put the link for that in the description box so that you can sign up and come on over and get your questions answered so that you and your family can have a smooth transition. And if you want to get your healing done from the inside out, my wife offers all natural herbal consultations for those who are interested. She's helped many people heal from many different things. Not only does she help and twist my hair and do my hair, she actually makes products to help people with other things as well. So if you're interested in getting a natural herbal consultation, click the link in the description box and my wife will hook you up and help you out, all right?
Y'all cutting up in the chat right now. What are y'all?
They arguing.
No, they talking about somebody was born with Down syndrome to a polygamous marriage.
Oh, wow.
The one that asked the question, he told her, "Girl, bye."
He like, I'm straight. Bro, I had a brother. I'm gonna tell y'all this story real quick. I was talking to her brother. I get this question asked all the time. So I'm used to it now. So, bro, I had a brother come to me. This was the first time. And he man, he came and asked me was I down with it, and like will it be in our community basically? And I straight up had to tell him like, nah, bro, like we don't roll with that, because think about it. I had to tell him from my perspective, like, okay, if I have you around my daughter and your son think that's okay, like I don't want my daughter to think that she's needs to be somebody's second wife or third or fourth or fifth wife. No, I don't want her to even have that in her mindset. She needs to be somebody one and only. So I had to explain that to him, and I'm like, bro, so this is where I'm at with it. I'm like, you willing to risk your family and risk everything you built off trying to be a polygamist? This man straight up told me, I'm on the front lines with it, bro. He looked me dead in my face and said he on the front lines with it. So some people making their decisions, and some people saying what they want to do. So if that's you, hey.
Yeah, and a lot of the Muslims here, they have more than one wife. So, I mean, you wouldn't be alone. You wouldn't be alone if you wanted to be a polygamist. And I know there's some women out there who would go along with it, but
is it God's best, brother?
Yeah.
Is it God's
Daughters
best?
of Zion I'll speak to y'all. I'm not gonna speak to the men, but I will speak to the daughters of Zion. Don't settle. Do not settle. If that's not what you want, don't allow a man to coerce you or make you feel like it's biblical or you know, like all of the, you know, whatever excuses they come up with. They have 1,000 excuses of why you need to be, you know, satisfy their lust. Because that's what it all boils down to is unreigned lust.
Man.
So don't settle. Don't settle for less. If that's not what you want, don't do it. If you down with that, you want to do that, hey, do what you want. You grown, but true daughters of Zion, y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't settle. Don't allow a man to convince you that you have to accept that if that's what he's offering you, and you know deep down that that's not what you want, because you're just going to set yourself up for a miserable life. Your children are going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable, and then you stuck with somebody, married to somebody, and that's not what you really wanted for your life.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my advice to the daughters of Zion.
And I don't want to hear no brother, she can't say nothing about the Bible. Yes, she can, because she's covered right now. Nah. So you can't say that to your wife. No, she can't speak. Nope, yes, she can. She's covered. Ain't that what y'all say? She has a covering. I'm her husband. I'm covering her. So I second what she just said. And third and forfeit. So yeah. Was there another question?
And also, biblically, if you can't, the last thing I want to say is if you can't take care of two women, you have no business trying to get a second wife. If you can't afford to put her in her own home and give her, you know, like her monthly allowance, whatever you want to call it, and really take care of her, you have no business getting a second wife. Most people are not in that position, so it's just not even a timely conversation.
Sorry, y'all. I know y'all wanted to get some questions answered about Africa, but somebody done brought out the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Is the TED Talk out? Yes, the TED Talk is out.
I was just thinking about
It's called 10 for Junior. TED Talk is the West the best. So you can just type that into Google. He said, I done ruined the whole live, my bad. Right, we off topic. Y'all gonna get us in trouble.
I respect you for staying,
with
though.
The polygamists out there. They gonna be mad in the comment section. I hope you come and defend us. No, I'm just playing.
That might sound to ruin the whole vibe. You good, bro. You straight.
Kwame Yasharala.
No, but where was I at? I was closing. Man. Yeah, if you're thinking about coming over here, man, getting your healing done, holla at my wife. We've created a free document for those who are interested. It's 14 of the most important things that you need to know before you decide to come over here to the continent of Africa. So if you want to get that link, email directly to your email. Click the link in the description box and you'll get that directly emailed to you. And we've also created an ebook, From America, Babylon to Tanzania. It's a comprehensive relocation guide for those who are interested in moving here and trying to get established and set up. It's an ebook that you'll be able to purchase at our store. We'll put the link for that in the description box so that you can go and grab that as well. Anything you want to add?
I'm gonna get off here because I feel like I'm getting delirious.
Oh, wow.
You know, I start getting silly when I get tired. So Let me go.
Oh, lastly, we got a we have a private community that we've created where we're setting the table for those who are interested in coming and building and working with us. You know, we've created one business has already been created because of the table that's been put together. So if you're interested in trying to come with like-minded individuals and build alongside with us and come and be held accountable and work towards the common goal, come and join us in our private community.
Y'all cutting up. Somebody said your wife look like she'll beat you if you thought about polygamy.
You had to say that, huh?
Oh,
She probably would, actually.
Goodness.
But that's not a thought for me. Man, also, how can you deal with more than one woman? One is enough. How can you deal with more than one? You better get you one and calm down, bro. Don't stress yourself out, all right? Just relax, get you one woman, and build something. That's what we're here to do, man. All right?
Oh, yeah, and one more thing I wanted to add on, because I was talking to one of our drivers. He's Muslim, and, you know, his dad is Muslim, of course, and his dad raised him to be a Muslim man, and I believe his dad has more than one wife. I think he has 2 wives. And he told him, you know, when he got of age, he told him, he said, don't get 2 wives, just get 1 wife. He was like, because he was like, I thought I wanted this, but he was like, you know, over time, like after it's lost its allure and you know, you've gotten over the phase of, oh, I have 2 women, you know, whatever. He was like, you know, like now my homes are split. Oftentimes the women are at odds with each other, or they pretending to be cool with each other, but they really not, and there's some underlying beef going on. And then also his money, you know, like his money is split between 2 households, so he's not able to build what he really wants to build the way he wants to build it, because his funds, he has to, you know, provide for 2 different people. Another woman and her children and her family, and another woman and her children and her family. So take it from the polygamists themselves. They're telling you not to be a polygamist. Like, so that's just another thing I wanted to say. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So let's end this thing on a positive note.
Mm-hmm.
If you think want to answer one more question before we go.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, she good. So yeah, if you're thinking about coming, man, stay positive, stay focused, and do what you need to do, man. We here to help. If you need help with anything, y'all be safe out there, and y'all keep the shalom peace. All right. All right.
Peace.